prodigy. Like you, Kuwabara, he could sense apparitions from a young age, and they were drawn to him like magnets. But Sensui had something more. He could destroy them.
You've come to me like countless before you with selfish and spiteful souls. And just like them, you've been judged.
His universe was cut and dry, black and white. Demons were evil, so he had to destroy them. And that's when he saw what changed him.
What was it?
Gray. Truckloads of gray. I'd given him an urgent case. If only I'd known the results.
What kind of case?
I had ordered him to seal up the tunnel between the human and the demon world.
What? You mean it's the exact same thing we're doing now?
The circumstances were different.
Really, how?
That opening was only 10 meters wide. There was no threat of expansion, but it was stable, allowing lower-class demons to pass. It took 8 psychics, the strongest they thought existed, to maintain it. But it wasn't free passage for the demons. It was a trap, organized by the young Black Club. They captured demons as they squeezed through, and sold them at an enormous profit.
Black Club rings a few bells.
Those are the dirtbags who watched us while we rescued Yukina!
That's right, and one up-and-comer had just worked his way into the group by his talent at capturing demons. Sakyo.
Quite the turn.
Sakyo? You mean he was already starting stuff when I was getting kicked out of kindergarten?
One way to look at it, yeah. Today there's an entire culture of demon bodyguards for corporate crooks, a multi-billion black market industry. Sakyo began it all. My intelligence team picked up news of a giant transaction that night. All key members of the Black Club and the burgeoning demon trade would be present. If successful, it would propel them into every corner of the globe. If we intervened, we could bring the demon trade to its knees. The raid was successful. Sensui and his partner Itsuki were skilled and the demons weak. They caught the club by surprise and cornered them. It was perhaps too much by surprise, as Sensui saw something he never should have seen.
Something you shouldn't have seen? Like what?
Yeah, don't make me use the running vagueness joke.
It's a reckless show of indulgence in humanity's darkest side. A ritualistic party they called the Feast of Human Vices. These privileged humans were toying with the demons they'd ensnared, torturing them, with no motivation other than their own twisted pleasure. Sensui had sworn his life to protecting his race from demons. But here, humans were enacting cruelties 1,000 times worse than anything he'd seen from a demon. Black and white blurred, flipped upside down. His mind wasn't big enough to hold the change. Sensui lived his life on the straight and narrow, but what he saw that night went against everything he knew the world to be.
A lot like we felt when we went to Chirukane's place and saw what they were doing to Yukina.
Yeah, you're right.
But there is a most important difference between your reaction and his. There, in that room, Sensui fell into a rage and murdered every human at that feast.
We're late, Itsuki. There weren't any humans when I came through.